stadium. Buzzing kickoff team on the field, and we are ready to get this thing started. On the move from inside his 5. He's forced out of bounds at his own 19-yard line. An excellent job of coverage on that one. And guys, any discussion about this offense has to start and end with the guy behind center.
Yeah, I mean, the quarterback, he gets the ball on every play. He's got to be the leader. He's got to be able to throw the football. So many times you see Jesse where they can run it as well, but he's the captain usually on most teams. It starts and ends with him.
Yeah, and David, the thing you love about this guy, too, is he's such a good distributor and facilitator with the football. He knows this offense like the back of his hand, and he's able to take advantage of all the different weapons they have surrounding him.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Gives it on the option. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
So already a challenge on this opening drive. It's 3rd and 9. Perez wants to throw. Grab near the marker. It's Burnett. They finally get to him. And what a play there to pick up the first down.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
Fires to the big fella. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, the defense had that pegged. There was nowhere to go. As soon as that tight end caught the football, he was on the ground. Nice job by the defense setting him on the ground quickly.
What will they dial up on 2nd and 8? Long way to go. Pulls and throws off the RPO. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
I know a lot of people are going to look at that play and say, man, that was a bad play. Didn't gain any yards. But that could be the offense maybe setting something up. The play caller is going to remember that last play. He's going to remember how the defense reacted to it, made a quick tackle. They might pump that throw and then hit another player vertically down the field for an explosive play down the line. Just keep that in mind.
Snagged in the middle. It's Burnett. And they exploited that soft spot, and they get it down to the 35. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
He'll step out of bounds right at the 27.
And these quarterbacks have to really trust their wide receivers that they're going to be disciplined and run to the right route when they're throwing that ball to the outside like that, because those corners are sitting there on the inside, and the worst thing that could happen is to miss inside and that quarterback be going the other direction.
They'll run play action. Fakes to grab. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
They've moved it to the 19, 1st and 10. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
You know, when you're running counter, those offensive linemen crashing down, they've got to be able to pin those interior D linemen. They couldn't get it done there. They gave up too much penetration, and that led to the tackle for loss.
This drive facing a little adversity on 2nd and 11. Perez to throw. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one.
Well, the drag route's put in this playbook to fight against man-to-man coverage. So there you see the receiver using his speed, working his way across the field. He gets separation on the DB, trying to trail him, makes the catch, turns it upfield for the first.
Calls his own number. And he barrels into the end zone for a touchdown.
This defense has their hands full in this game because of what you saw right there. This quarterback is one of the fastest players in the entire country, and he runs one in. They're going to have to do a better job getting hats to him because they know they're going to see the QB run a lot today.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. So it's an 80-yard drive, and close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The matchup we'll be watching in this one really takes you back. Big-time running back going right into the face of a tackling machine at linebacker, David.
Yeah, and we're going to see this individual battle a lot, not just in pass coverage when they match up, but just meeting in holes. And who's going to win when they go head-to-head? That will be a big...
There he goes to the left. And he's into the end zone for a touchdown.
If I'm a play caller nowadays, man, I want more guys like this. Just versatility. You can see he can catch it out of the backfield like a wide receiver, or he can run it. Nice job catching the football with his hands, using his speed to do the rest and get into the end zone.
Looking for the tie with the extra point. And he added the extra point. That kind of drive will boost your confidence. One play, hit the big pass, put a touchdown on the board. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. Here he comes from inside his own 5. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. Offense making its way onto the field to start the drive. They're looking to get the edge with this one on the toss. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Well, the offense is running towards the open grass, right? They're going toss play to the field, but way too much penetration defensively, forcing that tackle for loss.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Give to the single back. Works his way ahead for 3 out to the 14.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Perez wants to throw. Caught over the middle. It's Peyton. That's a nice pickup to give them some breathing room, and they've got it out to the 27.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
Here's the handoff. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And you can tell that play went nowhere from the start.
It was definitely a great play by that defender.
Oh, yeah, he got the backfield so quick, the running back had absolutely no chance.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. The play action fake. Oh, they're after him. He'll pull it down. Not a lot of movement on that one. The defense in position.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
It'll take some work to get to the sticks. It's 3rd and long from the 30. Looking to throw. Let's it fly. Complete to the left. Love to see these 3rd down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
And he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. So you really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
Perez to throw. Working that left side now. He's close to the 1st down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. 3rd and short now from their own 48. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop.
They're trying to run the football, and there's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
The punt team makes its way onto the field. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Probably not quite as good as he hoped as it goes out of bounds at the 20-yard line. Here comes the offense onto the field again. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. They'll knock him down after a 6-yard gain to the 27.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Trying play action. Looking deep down the right side. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on 2nd down, but 3rd down's coming up.
Well, the offense trying to hit the dagger route. You see the receiver, he went down the field, stretched it, made it look like it was going to be a go, put his foot in the ground, try to cut to the inside. They're just not able to be on the same page there.
They'll try to move the chains on 3rd and short from the 27. To the air, it's Cornelius. Got it in the middle, it's Fields. They'll get the 1st down, it's spotted on the 49.
Really nice discipline by that receiver against man coverage because you know that throw is going to be contested with a defender in your back pocket. He fights back to the football. He fights through contact and shows really strong hands on the catch.
It'll be a 1st down from the 49-yard line. Takes the easy completion. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Got 3 on 1st down, it's 2nd and 7. Back to pass. Missed receiver there, it's incomplete.
Yeah, and sometimes the coverage is just great. And as a quarterback, you throw the football away or don't try to force it too tight into a window, and you just say, hey, defense won that rep, good coverage.
They couldn't make the connection on 2nd down. Now a 3rd and 7 to keep the drive alive. From the gun, wants to pass. Spins away from the defender. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down. just not able to shake enough defenders and comes up a little bit short.
And I think a lot of times on third down, Reese, you bet on your guy. When you're an offensive guy, you say, okay, he's going to break a tackle, he's going to get north and south and somehow get the first down. Nice tackling by the defense, understanding where they had to get to and forcing the fourth down.
They'll run for it. Will not get there. A fourth down stop. Motion from the wideout. Perez wants to throw. It's complete to the left. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. While we're only through one, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat lines. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. Quick completion to the right. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Now it's a first down from the 43-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Here comes the heat. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
That's a great play by this defense. It's hard when you go against a guy that's so good at the quarterback spot. He can make so many plays, but the defense understood that rep. Nice job getting to him, corralling him, getting him on the ground, and creating the big sack.
That last sack got them behind the sticks. It's second and long here. Quick touch pass to the receiver. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, Dale, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting the throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
After the miss on third down, the punt team is on the field. Make sure that there's not going to be a return on this one. Ball's out of bounds, and I think they'll mark it right around the 25. To the air, it's Cornelius. Flips it out on the screen. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain.
Yeah, and you're going to see this offense find different ways to get this running back involved. It's not just going to be on handoffs, and they're certainly going to line him up in different places and even throw him the football. But the screen game's a big part of it, too. They're trying to get him going there.
They're dealing with a second and long. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
In football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurry. And you could tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much, got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate with his pass.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's third and long. Got it in the middle. It's Moore. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a first down.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Brings up second down.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Looking to fire. Grab behind the line. It's Brooks. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Well, this offense will screen you in a variety of ways. They'll throw receiver screens, tight end screens. The running back screen also a big part of what they like to do, like you just saw there.
Just this side of midfield, the defense trying to rise up on third and short from the 49. Looking downfield, it's Cornelius. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down.
DB does an outstanding job here on the deep pass, locating the football, no PI, able to swat it away, pass incomplete.
They bring the punter onto the field now. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Here's the return. Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. And the offense takes the field ready to go back to work. Running back searching for a hole. Got the first down, looking for more. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot, but that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the wideout. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary, and you saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, incomplete pass.
So now it's second and long. Wants to go up top. Lofts one high and deep. Grabs it inside the 10. Nice throw, great catch, easy glide into the end zone for the touchdown.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Getting set for the point after. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finish the drive with a 64-yard scoring toss. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the run from inside his own 5. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. Okay, so here comes the offense returning to the field. To throw, it's Cornelius. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
It's second down.
Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. The give to the left side. Picks his way ahead. He'll get 5 out to the 17-yard line.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
In the gun and looking to throw on third down. And the quarterback caught up 2 and sacked at the 12.
And I love playing man coverage on the back end, getting in those receivers' faces. Don't let them feel comfortable in run zone where they can find all these holes in the zone and my rush can't get home. Pressure them, pressure them, pressure them.
And here comes the punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Fair catch is brought in at the 43, and they are set up nicely. Offense working from the pistol. The give to the single back. It continues to be a long day as they are just swarming every time he gets the ball.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
Perez to throw. Looking left. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And it's in for a touchdown.
And this receiver is on fire. He's got all the skills that you look for in a big-time target. And that's already his second touchdown of the game.
Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a two-play drive. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He'll bring it back looking for help. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. So guys, we'll get another look at this offense. From the shotgun, they'll run it. And he finds enough running room, and he's marked down at the 20.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with second and short. Out of the gun to give to the back. Breaks into the open. Huge plays like that can change the complexion of a game, and he's got it at the 22-yard line.
Every time he touches the ball, you can feel the excitement from this home crowd because Palmer, he can go the distance with that game-breaking speed.
You're right, David. He's a special talent. I'll tell you, these fans, they come here to see this guy play because he has game-breaking speed. Stuff you can't coach. You saw it on that play.
Barely time to catch our breath after that one, and they've got it 1st and 10, threatening just outside the red zone. On the run, it's Brooks. And he'll pick up one. It brings up 2nd and 9.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks with the first down.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
They'll try to get it in with the run. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. They'll send the back in motion. The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on 2nd down, this little 3rd to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
Still some work to do here on 3rd and goal from the 3. Trying to slam in. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
But after getting stuffed on that run, you now have got 4th down. I'm not into chasing points this early in the game. I think you just take the field goal. You try to pay this drive off and this opportunity to put something on the board, David.
Well, and nowadays you have these analytical cards, and the coaches, they literally look at every situation. Is it more advantageous to go for it or kick it? That's how they'll make this decision.
And on 4th down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. Right down the boulevard. That cuts into the deficit. It's now 21-10.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go. Looking for blockers. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. With the catch, it's Burnett. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
I think really good wide receivers do a good job of making every route kind of look the same. You could tell this looked like a vertical route. So if I'm a DB, I'm bailing, and all of a sudden he sits that hitch down. Nice job by the wide receiver, creating enough separation to create a positive gain.
Red pass, it's complete. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered. Pick up the first.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's 3rd best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
Unloads quickly. Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Back open in the middle. Slips one guy, and now he's loose. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. The magic bean is spinning out of control. Already over 200 yards in the first half.
Yeah, they're being aggressive offensively, throwing the football, trying to take advantage of this defense on the back end. And they've got their quarterback right now in a groove.
Finds a soft spot in the middle. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the first down. And they'll come to the line just needing a few chain links for a first down. From the gun, the running back has it. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
It's great to have a physical offensive line that you can count on, that you can just lean on them up front and fall forward and get first downs. Man, what a comfortable, what a nice spot to be in if you're an offensive coordinator.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. And here on 2nd down, they'll send out the field goal unit to try to get 3 before the break. Knocked it right through, showing that big range from 48 yards out.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
He'll bring it out. It's Moore. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. Looks like a terrific atmosphere there today in San Diego. And there's no more fitting place to begin than with this stud receiver and how he's dominated the first half. Some guys have the ability to elude and evade. This young man is a true 3-level threat. Short passes, the intermediate game, and then the deep ball. He is a problem, and I don't think this defense has the solution. And just like that, let's send it back to the fellas inside Snapdragon Stadium.
Set to kick it off.
And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. And the returner goes down. And the offense takes over to dip into its bag of ball plays. Motion from the wide receiver. To the air, it's Cornelius. Caught in the backfield, it's Moore. Makes the stop at the 30, but a big 15-yard pickup gets him out of trouble.
Well, one thing you got to say about this guy is he's very, very poised. He knew he had that defender bearing down on him. He got hit right as he threw it. Still, though, it didn't affect his accuracy. Nice job getting that completion.
They'll snap this one from the 30 on 1st and 10. Looking for room, it's Brooks. This defensive front just ran free in the backfield. He'll lose 3.
Well, it's a negative play trying to run the football, and I think if you're on offense, you got to be thinking about throwing it now. You're trailing by a lot. You got to get back in this game. You need tempo, and you need explosive plays through the air.
Couldn't get him blocked on that last one. Now it's 2nd and 14. Back to pass. Looking to the big tight end. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
Well, they're trying to get the big fella the football in the passing game, but they haven't been able to do that yet. He is a really nice target with his size and his athleticism, but him and the QB, they just don't seem to be on the same page right now.
Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. Rushes on him. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
And this offense has to do a better job protecting their quarterback. They're already down 2 possessions. You know the pass has to come at some point, but they got to keep him clean. They can't get behind the sticks consistently. They've got to start to narrow this gap.
Punt is in the air. Makes the catch, wants to make a move upfield. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. And the offense takes the field eager to go back to work. The RPO, it's complete. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the 1st down.
And there you see the bind that the RPO play can put a defender in. That linebacker had to make a decision. Was the running back going to get the ball? He thought so, so he bit up, and that allowed the slant to be thrown in behind him.
Offense gets set for 2nd down. Give to the back. They keep feeding him in this running game, and the defense is having none of it. It's been that way all day.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
Just this side of midfield, the defense trying to rise up on 3rd and short from the 49. Catch in the middle, it's Burnett. That'll be enough for the 1st down as they stop him at the 43-yard line. And on that 3rd and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it was a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this 3rd down. Get the conversion, move the sticks.
Off play action on 1st down. Snagged out of the air. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field. He finds a dead spot in the middle. The chunk plays that they love, and he takes it all the way down to the 10. It's a nice play call there. You've got 2 possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
New set of downs right on the doorstep for this offense. They'll keep it on the ground for first and goal. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second.
He's going for the goal line. Saunters into the end zone for a touchdown. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. So that's a 59-yard touchdown drive, and it was capped off with the 8-yard run. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And now the offense will come onto the field again. Hold and finds his man on the left. Reaches into the bag of moves and finds his way up to the 31.
He's brought down at the 31. Second down coming up.
Line getting set on second down. Dropping back, it's Cornelius. Unloads to the right. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
From the gun on third down. That's caught. It's Moore. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's first down at the 38.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
It's first and 10 from the 38-yard line. Motion from the back. Wants to throw on first down. It's complete.
Man, you see so much of this in football now. Big body wide receivers, right? Guys that can run routes and box guys out. You want to play man-to-man coverage on me? I'll put my big body on you. You throw it near me, I'll make the contested catch.
Here comes the offense on second down. Out of the gun, the inside give. Knocked down at the 47. It's a 5-yard gain and enough to move the chains.
And a nice crisp run. Great job. Maybe expecting pass, in second down, but really good job running the football, committing to it, getting the first down.
They'll snap it from the 47 on first down. Tight end now in motion. Wants to go up top on first down. Trying to make magic on the scramble. And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain.
Those always sting a little bit when you get so close to getting the QB to the ground, creating a negative play, and then all of a sudden he turns it into something positive. Just really annoying as a defensive guy.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Looking to pass, it's Cornelius. With the catch, it's Ball. They'll ride him out of bounds after the good pickup spotted at the 25-yard line. They flexed out that tight end a little bit, and you know the tight end's always open.
Always open, quarterback's best friend, and this guy's a problem, Reese. He's a matchup problem because he's too big for DBs to cover, and he's too fast for linebackers to cover. He's showing you his athleticism there.
Oh, he's got some space. Headed to the end zone. Keep it on the ground, and he's in for the touchdown.
And this is why you consistently run the football. A steady diet because you can break the long touchdown runs. Nice job breaking through the line of scrimmage, outrunning the rest, getting in for the long touchdown.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with the extra point, they're now down 31-17. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive, and it was finished off by a terrific 26-yard touchdown run. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. And we'll see the offense make its way onto the field here, hoping for a successful drive. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
I think if you're the coaching staff, you have to like what you've seen from this guy so far in the game. He's pumped out some really nice runs. Obviously, he's already scored a touchdown. Really nice run there as well. And for me, I would keep thinking about creative ways of getting this guy the ball as the game goes on here in the second half.
Dumps it to the back. It's complete to the right. Brought down at the 23. It's a 15-yard pickup to get them way out of their own end.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. He did a nice job of it.
It's first down from their own 23-yard line. Grabbed in the middle. It's Burnett. Moves up to the 34-yard line. Give him a 10-yard pickup.
Good job reading the defense by the quarterback on that RPO fake. He waited to see how the defense was going to play the run. He saw defenders bite up close to the line of scrimmage, and right away he knew he had the slant throw right in behind him.
Lining up from the 34 on first down. He's got it on the right. Turns it on in midfield. He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
Just inside the 40-yard line. It's 1st and 10 from the 39. Makes the catch. It's Burnett. And he'll be forced out of bounds, but not before yet another big play in this passing attack. If you like the stats, and I know you do, he's over 400 yards passing now.
Yeah, if they win this game, he's getting a game ball. There's no doubt about it. This guy has been on fire from the very start of this football game. He's just been throwing bullets all over the field.
They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Trying to move the pile into the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2.
You know what? Everybody gets energized on the whole football team when you got running backs that fight for extra yards and breaks tackles. It's awesome to watch. Everybody literally gets a little jolt of energy because that guy continues to fight for everything he gets.
power football with the run. And this defense does it again. Back-to-back plays for nothing. It'll be third down.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal. On third and short, they keep it on the ground here. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short.
Well, third down, they tried to run the football thinking they could catch the defense off guard. They were able to get some yards, not the first, though. So now you've got fourth and very short. And what do the analytics say to do here, head coach?
Now on fourth down, here comes the field goal team. It's good. And now the lead is extended a little further.
Well, the head coach decided to play it safe on fourth and inches and trot his field goal team out there, and his field goal kicker just made him look like a pretty smart guy.
That lead just keeps getting fatter, and this kickoff team doing a little running. What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. And brought down, looks as if that's how we'll end the third. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. They had a chance to mull things over, and let's see how they start the final period here on second down. To the air, it's Cornelius. Got the back over the middle. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
Looking to throw for it. They've got the screen set up.
Third down is money down. You got to find a way to execute and get the ball out, get it to your playmakers. That was the opposite of that. They got it to their playmakers, and they got absolutely nowhere. Lost yards on the play. Fourth down now upcoming.
Down by multiple possessions. You can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on fourth down. He tries to take the top off. And it's incomplete. The long pass downfield they couldn't hook up. Great place to start for this offense. Quick release on the RPO. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly.
And nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Looking to fire. Finds his big tight end. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on second down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, and I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up good situations. I'm way more successful when I can keep those sticks at a more manageable situation, and I'm not as predictable on a third down.
He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. They were really hopeful he could make a guy or two miss and pick up the first down, but he comes up a little short.
Yeah, and it's great defense. It's defense understanding where the sticks are, not missing tackles, getting the guy on the ground quickly. Really nice job by the defense understanding the situation.
Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. And that will extend their lead even further.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, fourth quarter is sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Moore. And the returner will be dragged down. So we'll see the offense on the field to start this drive. Snags a quick pass on the left. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Offenses want to get the ball to their playmakers really fast, and they try to throw the wide receiver screen, but how about the defender? He was right there in his space, got him on the ground as soon as he caught it. He was ready for that play.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Sends it back in motion. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Brooks. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. And you're going to win this game.
They're facing a third down. Dropping back, it's Cornelius. Working the middle. Love to see these third down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line.
There's a reason third down is called the money down. What a great find by the quarterback. Great job finding his receiver. At the end of the game, you look at third down percentages. It tells a huge story, and it goes a long way in deciding who wins a football game.
They'll try the run. Past the sticks, and he may get more. Big pickup on that one. They'll mark him out at the 40.
I tell you what, they're down, but they're not out with this guy. They keep feeding him. He keeps having success on the ground. Maybe I use this now to catapult, use some play action, make some bigger plays down the field. But the run game has not been the problem today.
The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Intercepted. Bringing it back. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
Guys, this offense coming back out onto the field. Fires to the tight end. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. Less than a yard to go to pick up the first down. Off the play fake. Looking down the middle. He's got the tight end. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch.
Well, I tell you, man, this guy's been putting on a show all game long. We've seen his decision-making. We've seen his athleticism. Because of him, they've got this huge lead in the fourth quarter. So why stop throwing it? Just keep it going when the going's good.
He'll pitch it. And they just didn't get anybody on that defense out of position, and they will lose yardage on that one.
And I think that time the quarterback made the wrong read. He was trying to pitch it. He didn't have to, though. There was a lot of green grass and space out in front of him. If he just holds on to that football, he might not score a touchdown. He's definitely going to be able to at least get positive yards. I think that's a play on the option the quarterback would like to have back.
Got his man on the right. They were able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker.
Defense just hasn't had an answer for this guy. He has been on point. This is about as good as I've seen him play at the quarterback position. And here in the fourth quarter with the big lead, he's still taking shots.
Ball's at the 27. It's 3rd and short. Can they avoid making that 4th down decision? Perez wants to throw. And the defense gets home. Yippee-ki-yay at the 35.
And nice answer by this defense. You give up a big play, you go take a big play. Sometimes you get down on yourselves and one play turns to two. Nice job by this defense getting a sack, creating some momentum.
So here comes the field goal unit again. This kicker has already made 3 in this one. He's going to reach for a long one, a 52-yard attempt. That took every ounce of leg strength he had to sneak that one into the left corner. And that lead grows even bigger.
How nice is it as a head coach to have a kicker like this? It makes these decisions on fourth down so much easier. Just strut him out there and let him stroke it through the uprights.
They keep pushing that lead out, and the kickoff team's getting some work. Fielded in the end zone, it's Moore. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Guys, this offense will go back on the attack. To the air on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Fields.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
They'll line up for a second down play. Wants to go up top. Fires to the middle. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
This defense has just been all over this guy all game long. Under pressure, they're finding a way to get to him and affect his rhythm. Of course, they have an interception in this game. That's why they've got a big lead here in the fourth quarter. This guy has never gotten into a rhythm.
Boy, could they use a conversion on third and short from their own 24. Grabbed over the middle. It's Moore. He'll make a play on third down. He's got enough for the first as they mark it at the 32.
You hate giving up that play if you're the DB on this one because you're playing man coverage. You're trying to defend a slant route. You've taken the inside away. That's where your leverage is. You'll allow anything to happen to the outside. You're trying to funnel the receiver to the boundary. You just cannot let the receiver beat you to the inside.
And this is always the time in the game when coaches are absolutely watching. Like, which one of my guys mail it in and quit? And if you're the quarterback, man, you've been sacked a few times, you've turned the football over. Like, continue to play, find some ways to maybe get a few first downs and make something positive happen.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Back to throw, it's Cornelius. Fires to the wideout. A strike downfield. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line. So, Jesse, they're able to connect on the crossing route against the zone. You run that pattern against that coverage. What do you have to keep in mind?
Well, the receiver needs to know where the soft spot is in the defense so he can gear himself down. And the quarterback, Reese, has to play with great timing. Because if he's too early or too late on the throw, that might get picked.
Looking to throw again. Under fire. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds.
And it's going to be difficult for this offense, man. Just where are they going to find the plays? You can tell the defense sitting back. They're playing nickel. They're playing dime. So you need some receivers to step up, make some yards after the catch, some contested plays. This offense has got to do something, and they got to do it quick.
Wide receiver comes in motion. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Snagged in the middle, it's Fields. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down. This offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. They'll throw it from the red zone. He's got the back in the middle. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They'll go up top on second and short. Got his man quickly. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one. The offense threatening, close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. He bullies his way into the end zone for a touchdown. 2-point conversion attempt is coming. Back to throw, it's Cornelius. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. He gets into the end zone for the 2-point conversion, and now it's a 2-possession game, down 15. They are running out of time here. They need to get the ball back. They'll line up for the onside kick. Finding an escape route. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. They'll start this drive going to the air. Gets it out fast. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. I don't think he was the primary receiver on that play, David, but a very productive pickup on 1st down.
And these tight ends are so good at understanding zones and where to sit down. And listen, it's not the huge gain down the field, but it's always death by 1,000 cuts, small gains, break tackles, and continue to move the sticks.
This freshman quarterback is slinging it out there to pick up that 1st down.
We knew this offense could put up crazy numbers, but I didn't know he was going to get this ridiculous this fast. They've now come close to 500 yards passing on the day.
From the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. They'll move the tight end. Off play action. And he's got it in the end zone.
There's no mercy rule in college football, man. They've got a huge lead here in the 4th quarter. They are still chucking it, and they are still scoring.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And they did tack on the extra point, by the way, knocked it right down the middle. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Looking for those open spaces and opportunity. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. They'll move the wide receiver. Scanning the field, it's Cornelius. Caught over the middle, it's Ball. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st.
And this offense is going to have to find more explosive plays. And it can't just rely on the dink and dunk. It's going to have to find itself and score more points. Listen, they got beat up today. But moving on in the future, they've got some good pieces. They got to find a way to fit them together, create some explosive plays on this offense, because today they've been lacking.
They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
You can tell this quarterback did his homework coming into this game. He has been dissecting this defense with his arm and his mind. Over 300 yards passing now.
The offense getting set for a 1st down from the 45. Looking to throw on 1st down. Got it in the middle, it's Brooks. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. Got to the defender, was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
They're down to the 35 on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Makes the grab on the left. The offense will use a timeout with 25 seconds left.
And this game is obviously out of hand. But I think the fans would argue, too, at this point, like, all right, well, let's not throw checkdowns, right? Let's throw some deep balls and continue to open up this offense and keep fighting. I think that's what you want to see. You want to see your squad not quit. Keep fighting until the very end of the football.
I'll tell you, QBs and receivers, they practice these out routes all week long, and you've got to anticipate. You've got to be comfortable throwing it before he gets out of his break, and they executed it perfectly right there to pick up that first.
Down to the 16-yard line, it's 1st and 10. They're looking to pass from the red zone. Makes the grab. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
He's tackled at the 11-yard line. Brings up 2nd down.